Here we go. Good luck. Chris with a bit of a slow start. Jorday going for that outside line, but it doesn't pay off. Jaffa clipping the hole. Jorday clipping the wall. But it's just the first round. Let's keep calm. Still, players are still warming up, trying to find the pace. Let's go up the top and see how things evolved there. Crisp in a fairly comfortable position, doesn't need to risk anything. Epos will have like a stupid time. Yeah, 56.7 is fast. And we have Crisp in second, Jorday third, Jaffa fourth. Chris again with a bit of a wider line in the start. It's not that terrible if you can then risk the plastic, because you end up with more speed. But yeah, as you can see, having a tight start, it's usually pretty much an advantage for the rest of the round, because, well, it's time you basically get for free. Hard part coming out. Everyone gets it fairly clean. Case losing the gear, but Jaffa probably lost the gear as well, so still fairly even. Let's see if the last plastic turn upsets things. Close between Jorday and Jaffa, but yep. Alright. Small leak at the end for Chris, but it didn't change anything. Good round. Chris tried a tighter line, but yeah, the risk didn't pay off, so back of the pack again. Jorday going again with the outside line. I don't think it's just an adjustment, he probably prefers it. Jaffa went so close to the wall there, no idea how he didn't touch it. And third turn coming up. Any gear 3? Everyone seems to get it well. At this point, Chris really needs to hope for someone to fail the end, because you can only lose time here. It's very hard to gain any of it. But that doesn't happen, so it's another -10 for him. Pretty rough start. Clean start for everyone this time around. Jorday a bit wider, but catching up again in the plastic section. Yeah, confirming that the outside line is his favorite. What makes the outside line not very appealing for me is that you get so much more speed going into the dirt afterwards that it makes it so much harder to control the car and not hit the wall. Oh! Small incident for Chris. Let's move to Jorday to see what goes on in the front. It's closer this time around between Jaffa and Epos. Let's see if they all can figure out the end properly. Epos is a bit wide, but it's fine. another 56 for him, and it's 4 out of 4 rounds for Epos, starting a very strong performance. Oh, someone touched the start, and looks like it was Epos. So he will have some catching up to do. Let's see if he can manage to at least... Oh, there's no slide. That's not good. That's not good. It's now 1 point... I'd say 2 seconds at this point. Yeah, 1.9 apart. He needs mistakes because just out of pace he won't be able to catch anything up. But the end of this track is not easy, so things may happen. Let's see. Crisp trying to catch second place from Jorday. Let's see who gets the plastic better. Very good speed here from him. Easy second place. A bit of a slower round. Everyone in the mid 57s, which is pace that I sometimes can drive, which means it's slow and an unacceptable pace. Very disappointed from this pack. And we move on to frame shift, I suppose. Oh no, actually poles, because order is randomized. Okay. If we need to look at qualification times, Crisp is totally in the mud on this track. He scored terribly. But he may have just decided to troll and basically don't play on this track. So let's see if anything changes for the matches. Hardest part of the track is this section with the tight drift and going into this bank corner dirt where you really need to push it, otherwise the following section, both the grass and this drift, will be so much slower if you don't have a good speed. Let's see what are the warm-up times for Chris. Clean end, ram cut, very dangerous, and it's a 54.1, so pace seems to be there. Low 54s are what you would expect to see in matches here. Probably people like Epos and Bossbats will also go for some 53.8s, 53.7s. Okay, everyone making it clean. Let's see if the outside dirt is good. Yeah, looking right. Anyone going for the... Ooh, Epos went for the Giga Chad move. He touched the small black border inside the corner, which gives you a little bit more speed. But it's so risky. Okay, let's see. Oh, Jorday crashed in the end, unfortunate. Everybody else making it clean, and that's a 53.9 from Epos. Nice time. Things are bunching up. Everyone around the 60 to 70 point range, with the Epos as a clear favorite for the match. Let's see if Crisp can now cut the gap a little bit and join Jorday and Jaffa in the fight. He has a fairly good drift, but doesn't seem too comfortable on the dirt and grass sections afterwards. Jorday a bit wide on the plastic there, so losing a bit of speed. Let's see if he can catch up again in this last drift. Good line here, but it's hard to risk this end. And yeah, everyone very close, low 54s, but Epos with the faster one. Someone was a bit wide at the start, but very tight drift here from Jorday, risking a lot in the dirt. Will pay off in terms of speed here. Epos going again for the GigaChat strat. Insane to see some people like making it regular, but yeah. Looks like it's a double 2v2, Chris against Jorday, and oh, Jaffa actually losing on the black platform transition. So the 2v2 swapped, but Jaffa with more speed, so unfortunately Jorday will have another 4th place, looks like. And a disconnect. Okay, it didn't register on the time screen for a second, but yeah, afterwards the points looked alright, so I think it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, it started, so it's all good. Thanks for the follow, Axe. Right, once again, Chris in the back in the start, but we know he has good second parts of the track. It's more technical. Salve! Come va? Oh, Jorday with the terrible transition, managing to keep fairly good speed. Let's see the very end. Crisp, going tight, but doesn't seem to be enough. Jorday with a safe jump, and it's 3rd place. And for 3rd and 4th place, that's almost even at this point. It's 39 and 40 points. Tight racing. Let's see what the last round on poles gives to us. Epos with a bit of a slower start for once. Let's see if he manages to catch up here, and he does. Someone touched, I think. It was... Oh no, Jorday. No. DNF, unfortunately. There is... No, non c'è problema, tanto non abbiamo tanti spettatori, posso switchare senza problemi. Ah, tutto bene. Adesso sto castando questo match aspettando che arrivi il mio tra un 45 minuti. Anyhow, there's that checkpoint on the grass in the middle of the map that has plastic blocks surrounding it, so if you crash it, you fly off the map. It's very fun from a spectator perspective. A bit less fun if you drive into it. Moving on, we are on Hoga. Very fun, Monka. I don't remember actually, so in my match I will find from match 4, the 3rd one. So whoever scores third in this one will be in my match. I'm already going to be against Babsify. So if Jorday scores third, we basically have a good focus match. Right. Commentary on the map. I think this is one of the most fun maps in the pack. Probably. The only part which is not fun at all is the finish, because the jump into that very narrow bridge is extremely punishing. And the last checkpoint is so close to the edge of the road that once you commit to go with the risky finish, you cannot really go back to the safe finish. You will need to do a standing respawn for that. And so yeah, very important to the performance on this track is this first drift, because you get the free wheel block after that, so every ounce of speed you get before it counts. And we have Jorday in the front for the time being. Let's move to spectating Jaffa, which is a bit too much behind, so let's pick Chris, our favorite cameraman for this match. Effectively, Epos in this round is fairly above everyone else, but the next matches in which he will be in the winner bracket against Wizzy, Bods and other monsters will be much more interesting. But he's having a good show here, so it's good. I don't have any chance, Frana. What do you mean by me? I will play one match at 3 PM, terribly lose it, and then go back with my day. I may continue casting a couple of matches, because I think we only have one main cast for the competition, and there are a few matches overlapping, so I don't have a problem to cast a bit of them. I'm not good at casting, but I think for people wanting to look a specific person, it's fine. Alright, back to the match. We have Jorday in the back this time around. Probably he lost a bit of speed in the first drift. Let's see if he can catch up on someone missing the end. Everyone taking the bobsleigh fairly clean. Good drift from the first three. Let's see the end jump. And it's a clean round, so unfortunately Jorday doesn't manage to catch back up with the front of the pack. And we go into the third round on Hoga. Definitely everyone has the pace to go first on a single lap. If we go look at PBs, they are all fairly close to each other. What makes the difference is that Epos basically can lap at 0.2, 0.3 from his PB consistently, while for everybody else it's so much more difficult. No, Frano, sono spectator perché il mio match è tra una mezz'oretta, 40 minuti. Okay, we are at the end again. Let's see. People have been training. It's not fun if everyone gets the end properly. Like, the end on Hoga must be trolled by someone. I will show you later how you do the end on Oga. Okay, this is a good start for everyone. Nice dirt line for Jorday. Let's go with our cameraman Chris, who seems to struggle a bit on the dirt lines. Also on poles, he wasn't too confident in going outside. Definitely a lot more risk taking on the drifts though. So let's see if we can catch a bit more in the end. You can actually gain a lot of speed in this sausage drift happening right here. But no, everyone seems to be clean. Let's see the end. Jump. Clean for everyone. And Jorday scores second, which is super good in this instance because he's safe from being on the hot seat for one more round. This round is basically not really significant for Jorday, but if Chris scores last, we get a double finalist, which is very interesting. And from the start of this, things seems to be aligned to have that happen. Let's see how it evolves. Epos not with the greatest start, but we know that he can just turn up the pace at will and get a crazy end and overtake Jaffa. Jaffa with a terrible bob line, lost a bunch of speed. Epos gaining on it. Chris looks to be safe from the last place. Two very good drifts for him, but we actually get Jaffa in last place. Good round. And we have our first last chance player being Jorday. And now we go on frame shift, which is the most tight and consistent of the maps. No, it doesn't need to win, it needs not to be last. So third place is fine. And actually, when it's 4 people playing, finalist is a lot less scary because you can kinda hope for someone else to do the mistakes and you just need to make sure not to do any. I know it sounds easy, it's not, but yeah. Let's see who goes for the triangle lines and who doesn't. I see Jorday doesn't go for it, I see Chris doesn't go for it, I think Epos and Jaffa will go for it. Frana, I don't speak very good English in terms of pronunciation. I am decent in grammar, but like I never focus on like pronouncing things correctly, so this is a good opportunity for you to learn some Ita English, I don't know how to call it. Okay, Jorday just drove a 55.7, which is a crazy time, but let's see how it goes in the match. Good luck to everyone. Time to show. Ooh, Chris with a terrible mistake at the start. Clips the pole at the end of the dirt. He will have super hard time catching up because now all the gears are terrible for him. Jorday didn't have the best drift, looks like he lost the gear, so... Oh, we have a tight one, let's see. Both going for the safer approach, not the triangle. Fairly even speed here, let's see if anyone makes mistakes in the dirt. Chris went tighter, but it didn't lose much speed, although the plastic section was much cleaner for Jorday. Last drift, very important. And we have double finalists. Exciting times. Now things are spicy. Very spicy. I think we will see one elimination this round. I don't know who it will be, but I think both Jaffa and Epos won't be making mistakes. Epos doesn't have any pressure, and also Jaffa is in a fairly safe position at the moment, so it doesn't need to risk. We see that everyone is trying their very best. And you can also see that the risky line pays off initially because you have you travel less space, but in terms of speed you then end up kind of catching up, so it evens out. Let's see the ending. No, Jorday. It's not yeah. GG, Jorday. Very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. It's a very easy mistake to make because regardless of the cam, I think Jorday is a cam 1 player, but even cam 2 and cam 1, when you go up that that plastic uphill into the tarmac, you basically don't see the apex, so you kind of have to imagine where it is. And yeah, unfortunately, he decided to risk a bit too much and got too tight, and he clipped the inside of the corner, so that was it. And now it's time for Crisp to pull out some good performances, because otherwise he will be out. And looks like he's managing to do so in this round. Jaffa with a bit of a gap and crashing the risky line, so unless Crisp completely screws up the end, he should be safe for one more. He does screw up the end, but it's probably not enough. I think he should be making the jump, even with the low speed, yeah. But he needs to survive one more round, and he won't be surviving rounds with, I think this was 56.6 or something like that. That's too slow to survive against Jaffa without a mistake, so he needs to perform better. The fourth one will be in the loser bracket, just not in my match. It will be in another match. I can show it after the match is over, so we can have the full picture. Okay, close start for everyone. Risky people go inside. Chris continues with the safe line, which is my favorite as well. Carries good speed, good entry to the dirt. Let's see how the uphill goes. Consistent. Let's see if Jaffa has more speed to catch up. Doesn't look like it for the moment, so the last drift will tell. Clean for everyone, and we have yet another double finalist situation. So I don't know. Mentally, this is a very hard round for Jaffa because it came last a couple of times. So possibly Clarice has the opportunity to come second and basically have a reverse sweep for this match. You can see that everyone is a tech player, so they are very consistent in the drift. I would expect error to come in the plastic section, like here or later in the track. Chris going for the bit of a wiggle in the grass part. It's close. Let's see the dirt uphill. Good for both of them. Let's see here. Epos went for a super risky strat, which is clipping the edge to get 0 airtime. Last drift, it's going to be crucial. And Jaffa takes it. So Chris is going to be in my next match. And I don't think it's worth to see the rest of it, but we'll see who will get the win. Honestly, no preference. Both Chris and Jaffa are faster than me in any situation, so didn't really matter. Jorday went into loser bracket match 3, which is going to be against Vig, Charged, and I don't know who else. Anyhow, back on Candy Crush, the Mimer guy map. Surely Jaffa will now win every round and push Epos out of the match. He just needs to do it for 7 rounds in a row and it's done. Easy. The fact that Epos almost drove WR in the warm-up already makes it even easier. Jaffa is not going down without a fight though. He risked so much in the drift and he's pushing here as well. I think Epos, like, yeah. And this is now 1 round. Epos flew out of the black platform section. Unless Jaffa screws up anything in the end. It was so close to the edge there. But yeah. Oh! Okay, I almost see him drive into the side of the road. Epos is not happy about the side about the black platform. But yeah, it's now only 55 points. And now Epos' mentality is completely screwed up. He made the first mistake, and now, like, more will follow. Look how wide he is in the start already. Completely in the mud. Cannot think straight anymore. Also got a bit of a clip at the start of the dirt, but didn't lose speed. Okay. But that mistake is still in the back of his head. Look here, look. It's not... Jaffa, you cannot make those mistakes though. Almost clipped in the end, but it's a GG. Fully deserved. I don't know, going into this match, I would almost expected Chris to be faster. I don't know if he's, maybe he's not like particularly trained for this weekend. Who knows? But yeah. Good match. I think it was an interesting one.